What up, you guys? It's Christina, and I am so happy to be back with you today because we are going to be doing a juicer comparison video. And not just any comparison video, but a what is the best juicer video. More specifically, which is the easiest juicer to clean? Usually when people ask me about juicers, their first question is, which juicer should I buy? What's the best juicer? And the next question that I typically get after that is, and which one is the easiest to clean? Which one is the least time consuming to clean? So today we're going to be comparing 3 different types of juicers with 3 different types of motors. We're going to be comparing a horizontal juicer, a vertical juicer, and a centrifugal juicer. Now, both of these right here are slow cold press juicers. They're masticating juicers. This one here is not a slow or cold press juicer, it's just a fast juicer. We're gonna be doing a quick comparison on yield, quality, quantity, time, color, effort, and then we're really gonna break down these juicers. We're gonna take them apart and I'm going to dissect and time how easy and or difficult it is to clean each one of these. I'm really excited that you get to see all 3 of these juicers being compared today because I think when you're looking for juicers out there on the market right now, there's basically only 3 types of juicers that you'll find, and they'll be either horizontal, they'll be vertical, or they'll be centrifugal juicers. And so hopefully this video will help you determine which juicer is best for you or which one you feel most comfortable purchasing or having in your home. I have used each of these juicers in my kitchen. I have personally owned each of these before. These were actually borrowed to me by my neighbors so that I could make this video today, but I did just want to let you know that I'm very familiar with these juicers. I've used them in my kitchen before for years, and I've even done some previous comparison videos with these juicers if you want to check them out, for those of you who want to get into more details. That being said, I'd like to add in my disclosure here to let you know I am a part of the Nama team and I am so proud of it. I absolutely love my Nama juicer. Many of you have seen me use this juicer in my kitchen for more than a year now, and it has stood the test of time. I have broken at least 15 or more different kinds of juicers in my kitchen since I've been a raw vegan. And this juicer is by far my favorite. I always get the best quality, the best yield, the driest pulp. Ultimately, it's just my favorite juicer, and I'm really hoping that today will show you that. I can tell you all you want, but ultimately, when you see it for yourself, it's a bit different. Something super special is happening this week with Nama. Nama has just announced that they are launching their Black Friday and their Cyber Monday sale early. That means that for this week and for this week only, the next 6 days or so, you can get this juicer at 20% off, which is their biggest sale of the year. They never discount their juicer this much. So if you are looking to get this juicer, take advantage of this sale now. I've included a link in the description below, and if you use my special code, you will get 20% off this juicer. Now, please just know that this sale lasts for only the next 6 days. So take advantage, don't wait. You will not see this sale until this time again, probably next year. After that, usually you'll see 10% sales here and there, but this is their huge Black Friday, Cyber Monday sale, 20% off. I'll put the link in the description below along with my special discount code. If you're looking to get a new juicer, this is the one I recommend. Don't wait, just go grab it now. I will also include my previous comparison video links below for you as well, just so that you can really see what this machine does. I'm hoping that through today's video, you will get to see how amazing this juicer truly is and that you will go and get one yourself. And you can use this incredible discount now to get this juicer. It is the perfect time and it is also the perfect holiday gift. So let's jump into this comparison or review video. And as you can see on the table in front of me, each one of these juicers has equal weight parts of celery and carrots in front of them. I'm first gonna be running the celery through each one of these juicers, and then I'm gonna be running the carrots through the juicers. And we will compare the yield, or the amount that it gives, the pulp, the dryness of the pulp, because that's always a good indicator of how good your juicer is, as well as the quality or the taste. Once we do that, I'll take them apart and we're going to clean them. I'm gonna time it, and I'm gonna give you my honest breakdown of which one of these is the easiest to clean. You'll notice that I have taped off the logos of these juicers because my intention is not to put down any company. Ultimately, I think juicing is amazing, and you might discover in this video that you like any one of these juicers and that's for you, and that's amazing, and that's perfect. I think we all should be doing a little bit more juicing no matter what. Regardless though, I did want to tape off the brand name as to not put any company down, because that's not my intention. Okay, so I'm going to turn each juicer on first, just because I want you to hear the loudness of each juicer. I feel that's actually an important factor when buying a juicer, is how loud is this thing going to be in my kitchen. So let's start with the horizontal juicer. Okay, you can hear that noise. Let's now move to the centrifugal one. That is a really loud, heavy-duty machine. And now we'll turn on the Nama. This one is quiet. So I wanted you to be able to hear the sounds of those machines first. So let's do that one more time. We've got a higher frequency, a higher pitch rotation. Got like a low hum going on here, definitely quiet. And I'm not even turning that one on again because it was so loud. So I'm gonna start first by using the horizontal juicer. I'm first gonna run through the carrots and then the celery. And just to let you know a little bit about this juicer, a horizontal juicer was one of my first juicers that I ever had in my kitchen. And I have to say that I know that I'm not supposed to be partial here, but just horizontal juicers in general are probably my least favorite juicer, only because you have to push so hard down this little pipe to get your juice, and I find it to be extremely exhausting. There's a lot more physical labor that goes into horizontal juicing. So I also think that sometimes it's hard to find the right containers. You can see here I'm using my own bowls for the juicing process and the pulp, to whereas these containers already have a set container that go with them. So just keeping that in mind here, and we'll get started. It took me 6 minutes to juice this bowl of carrots, and this is the amount of juice that I got out of there, and this is the pulp. So let's take a quick second and let's look at the pulp before I pour it. You can see that this pulp is extremely dry. You probably wouldn't get any more juice out of here if you ran this through again. That's totally cool. So you know it is a good juicer because it has good dry pulp. Okay, so now we're gonna do celery. I've chopped it in half to make it easier to run through this juicer because it is extra physical effort. Let's do it. So for the celery, super dry pulp. Excellent dry pulp. Good quality juicer. You've got dry pulp. This was the yield that we were given. I did not strain it. I won't be straining these because I want you to be able to see which one kind of has the most pulp in it after we're done. All right, so let's look at the final pour. Next up, we're gonna be using the centrifugal juicer. Now, I wanna clarify one thing. This is a high-speed juicer. So it will juice the items faster because it's spinning faster. It produces more heat than a slow cold press juicer would do. The twin gear, or the horizontal juicer that I just showed you, basically has two metal rollers in the middle that squeeze everything out, right? This juicer, it just shreds it in a circle, in a centrifugal motion until basically the juice comes out. Now, the benefit is that it's a faster juicer, but you get less juice, you lose more of your nutrients because there's more heat involved, and you will find, well, I'll let you see what you'll find. Let's do this. Okay, so it only took me 1 minute to juice all of that celery. However, I will say this, not only is the machine loud, but it feels a bit dangerous. Like things are kind of squirting out at you, spurting out at you. It's definitely not my opinion of a kid-friendly machine. I feel like these other two machines are way more kid-friendly than this one. And I want to show you this because you can see all of the pulp splattering everywhere, and it doesn't actually get everything. Now, I say this because this is full of celery pulp, and if I put my hand in here, not only is it very moist, but you still have pieces of celery, like big pieces of celery in here that it doesn't catch. It just catches the majority of it. And gosh, I wish I could just show you how wet it is, but if I were to squeeze this with my hands, you can actually see that there's, it's just super moist. It's super wet. You can squeeze this again. You could run this through one of those juicers and get more juice out of this. So in regards to quality of juicer and pulp, it doesn't win in that category. All right, so carrots are gone, and I have to show you this because, you know, I feel that it's important to show you that this is a huge bucket, and this is a lot of carrot pulp. It's very wet and moist, and I see huge chunks of carrot in here. Like for instance, you can just see that it did not shred all the carrots. There's tons of pieces in there like that. I also just want to point out that this juicer is messy. You can see where it is just like squirted out in certain places. I have bits of pulp in my hair. All around this juicer is just messier, and I think it will reflect in that when it's time to clean it. Okay, so these are the juices from the horizontal juicer, and I've put them here just so that we can do a quick comparison. As you can see, the centrifugal juicer yielded a little bit more celery juice than the horizontal twin gear juicer. However, the twin gear juicer, the horizontal juicer, gave you more carrot juice. Now, what can we learn from this? I think we can learn that there's no real winner between these. It's going to be personal preference. This one is faster, yet more aggressive. It's louder. I personally think it's messier. The other juicer, the twin gear, the horizontal one, even though it's softer and it takes more time to juice and more physical effort, yeah, you see the differences here. So this one gave you more celery juice, that one gave you more carrot juice. So now for the nama. First gonna run through the celery and then the carrots, and we'll reevaluate after that. Let's get started. Something I want to point out about this machine is that you don't have to push. Something that I really like. It just eats it automatically. And you can add a bunch of celery into this place if they're even smaller, and it saves you time. You can go do something else. Okay. All right. So I gotta immediately point something out to you. Number one, the machine's quiet. Number two, there's almost zero pulp here from all of that celery. A lot of it is clumped up in here, but look at that. There's almost no, oops. There is almost no pulp here. There's nothing. And you wanna know why? All of it went towards the juice. Look how full this is. This is my point exactly when I tell people that if they invest in a better juicer long term, you will save more money on produce and on yield over a period of time. No pulp in here, pretty much. Look at that. Compared to how much celery pulp was in this juicer and all of the celery that was in that juicer, you can see where the celery went. It went right here. This is full. You got a super high yield. So why does this make a difference over a period of time when you're trying to figure out which juicer is gonna save you the most money? Well, many people are hesitant at first to invest in a good high quality juicer because it costs more, and they think that they're gonna save money long-term by buying a less expensive juicer. But the truth is that I've gone through about 2 or 3 of these juicers. They break easily, and as you can tell, they don't yield as much juice. This bin is full of pulp, of produce, essentially. So over a period of time, you're gonna save more money on produce, right? Because it costs a lot of money to get bulk produce to juice. You're gonna save more money on produce with this juicer than you would on this one. I believe this Nama has a 10-year warranty. You will get more use, more yield, more juice out of this juicer, out of a better quality juicer. So let's go ahead and do the carrots. So it took about 4 minutes and 45 seconds to juice with this juicer. It was quieter and it required way less effort. Zero squirting out, zero mess, simple and clean.
Oh my goodness.
Will it go all the way?
Oh, we maxed
Oh
out.
my gosh, look at that.
We maxed.
I still got left over. Check that out. It was everything and then some. I think this one definitely gave us the higher yield. If you chop the carrot pieces small enough, you can just lay them on top and let them roll into the juicer, and you literally don't have to do anything after that. It's simple. So this took right under 6 minutes to juice those carrots. However, we got a lot of carrot juice, and even though there was a significant amount of pulp here, I'd say probably about the same amount as this one, it is so incredibly dry. Like, look at that. It is dry pulp. And you don't have to throw out your carrot pulp. You can use it to make carrot cupcakes. I have a carrot cupcake recipe. You can use it to make a carrot cake. I have a carrot cake recipe. Both of those are in my app. I'll include the link for that for you below. Check it out. Immediately you can already see that Nama won. In comparison to the others, both of these jars are almost full. Now let's look at them together side by side. So here we have the 2 juices from the horizontal twin gear juicer. We have the 2 juices from the slow cold pressed Nama well juicer. And then we have our 2 juices from our centrifugal juicer. And as you can see, in regards to yield, the Nama won for celery, hands down. It actually had more celery that I didn't get to fit in this jar. So it gave you more celery juice for the exact same amount of produce. And in regards to carrot juice, I got almost more than double out of the Nama for basically both of these jars. The Nama gave me almost double the amount of carrot juice rather than the opposing 2 juicers. So the Nama definitely won hands down in regards to yield. It gets you the most for your produce. This machine will save you the most money over a period of time. In regards to oxidation, you can tell that with the horizontal juicer, you have kind of like a thicker, darker sediment happening at the bottom, and it gets lighter at the top. It's starting to happen as well on the centrifugal juice. Something that I've always loved about the Nama is that there's rarely any separation and rarely ever any oxidation. Do you see how there's zero separation happening here? The juice is clear. That also means, or what that means for you, is that this juice will last you longer. If you put it in a sealed tight container in your fridge, this will last longer over a period of time. It will stay fresher. It will not oxidize as quickly. It will not change color as quickly. All right, so quick little taste test. I'm gonna take a sip of each of the carrot. Okay, take a sip of each one. You know what's so crazy is that they all taste different, even though it's the same carrot, but it's a different machine. So I'll tell you this. This one has the flattest taste. You can tell that it's oxidized. This one has the sweetest taste, super, super sweet. And this one is somewhere in the middle. But you can definitely taste that the carrot juice from the Nama is the sweetest, and this one is the second close. Yum. I'm gonna have a little bit more of that. All right, now for celery juice. Horizontal juicer. Okay, okay. Okay, okay. Okay. Again, this one almost has no taste to me. The taste is super, super flat. It almost just tastes like water, like lightly flavored water. This one tastes good. It tastes okay, but I can taste a significant difference between this one and this one. This one is way saltier and does have an element of sweetness to it. I can kind of get a tinge of the sweetness here. I didn't really catch any sweetness in this one, but this one, definitely more of a salt taste and a little sweetness coming through. This one had a milder flavor. So in regards to taste testing all of these, the Nama juice tastes best, hands down. I would say this one comes as a close second and this one a far third. Hands down, you can taste the difference. You can just taste it. So the last and final test will be which one of these is easiest to clean. So I'm gonna take apart each one of these for you. I'm gonna show you the parts. I'm gonna clean them and we'll evaluate from there. So the twin gear juicer or the horizontal juicer has 8 parts essentially. 9 or 10 if you count my jars or my bowls that I used. I would say that the most challenging part about cleaning this are these twin gears. You have to get in there and you have to scrub and you really have to get the pulp out of there. And you have a filter. Now, I know I've spoken about this filter before, but this filter for a really long time was like the bane of my existence because the pulp gathers up in here and you have to like, at some point I was taking a knife and scraping it out. This filter is not easy to clean. Moving on to the Nama, you have 6 parts, including the base, 8 if you include the containers, and the most difficult part to clean of this juicer is the filter. But if you clean it immediately and rinse it with water, it's fairly easy to scrub. And it comes apart super easily as well. The assembly is very simple. Moving on to the centrifugal juicer, there's 5 main pieces here to clean, but the most complicated one is this sieve right here. This thing is super tricky to clean, especially when you have to take it out and scrub it. It never fully gets clean after this, and getting into this pot is a challenge as well. And also cleaning out this monster head can be a bit of a challenge as well. It's nighttime right now, which means I've been filming all day. That's how much attention to detail I've been putting into filming this video for you. So I hope you guys appreciate it. I've been doing my best to make sure it's as thorough and honest as possible. So, all right, here's my feedback on cleaning the juicers. Now, I put the timer on the screen so you guys all know how long it took me to clean each one. It took me almost 15 minutes from beginning to end to take apart, clean, and reassemble the horizontal juicer. Now, I will say this one as well. I forgot to add this little part at top, so it does have 9 components to it, or 9 pieces. And also, because it's white, it tends to stain easier. So just keep that in mind when buying machinery, because things like carrot and turmeric can stain your white pretty easily. So a close second was the centrifugal or masticating juicer. This one took 10-11 minutes to clean, and it wasn't bad. That filter in the middle is kind of tricky to clean. It is a little bit tricky to clean out, but ultimately just cleaning. Last but not least, the Nama took me about 7 to 8 minutes to clean, and that was also to clean, dry, and reassemble. It took me the least amount of time. Now, I will just say this, no one likes to clean the filter inside their juicer, so I don't think you can avoid that at any point, because something needs to strain the juice. So the Nama saves you the most time when it comes to cleaning your juicer. It is the easiest juicer out of these 3 types of juicers to clean. So overall today, for me, it was a hands down win. The Nama won in regards to yield, taste, oxidation, pulp, cleaning, everything. Now, the horizontal juicer came, in my opinion, a close second in regards to many of those things, except for cleaning. And even though the centrifugal juicer came in third, in my opinion, it's still a good juicer. It works really quickly, and there's obviously a lot of benefit to it. It does still give you a good amount of yield for greens and for other fruits and veggies that you might be juicing. Just so that you can see one last time, and keep in mind, I did have a big gulp out of this one. The Nama juicer gave you twice as much juice as the horizontal juicer, and way more than twice as much juice as the centrifugal. And as you can see, there's separation happening here, a little separation happening here, and pretty much 0 separation happening here. You can see that the Nama yielded you more celery juice, and then it was a close second for the centrifugal and the horizontal. They pretty much yielded you the same. Either way, you probably got a cup of juice more, more than a cup out of the Nama here. I really hope you have found this video to be helpful today. If you've liked it, please be sure to give it a thumbs up and hit the subscribe button, because there is only more juiciness to come, no pun intended. If you guys are interested in getting a Nama juicer, please click on the links in the description below. Their biggest sale of the year, their Black Friday and Cyber Monday sale, are happening right now. Please take advantage of this. I've already shown you how amazing this juicer is and what it can do and why it is different than other juicers. So if you're looking to invest in getting a new juicer, or just to have a juicer in your home, the benefits are endless, and I just recommend this juicer the most, because not only is it the one I have in my home, but it makes the experience that much more enjoyable for me. If you need more raw food recipes or juicing recipes, you can also download my Fully Raw Recipe app. I have more than 400 recipes in my app, and it's on iTunes and Google Play. I'll put that link below for you as well. Thank you all so much again for joining me today. This has been so much fun. I love juicing. Juicing is just the best ever. I hope to see you all in my next video. I'm sending you all my hugs and my love. See you soon.